Welcome back to On Topic, a partnership between the Paul Simon Public Policy Institute, WSIU, and SIU Carbondale. I'm Jennifer Fuller. In this week's episode, we're talking with Tobin Grant, who is the chair of the Political Science Department at SIU. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, great being on here.
We've talked a little bit about people running for re-election. We've talked a little bit about the tone of American politics, but one of the things that really affects both of those is the money behind American politics. Specifically in the race for Illinois governor that's coming up next year, already tens of millions of dollars involved here.
Right, you're looking at, some people think it's on pace to being the most expensive kind of statewide race, not only in Illinois, but nationally, that you have more money already raised than you would. It's something like seven times what you would normally expect in a race like this.
What kind of money, what kind of message does that send, not just Democrat to Republican, but these candidates down to the voters?
Yeah, because when you raise this kind of money, what it does, or you have this kind of money in what's called a war chest, what it does is that it scares off challengers. We have two candidates in, Rauner and then Pritzker on the Democratic side, both of whom come from backgrounds that have lots of personal money, and so they're able to keep other people who are going to have to go out and raise money from being on the ballot and really being a challenge to them.
What does that say? We've already seen, for example, Amaya Pawar, who had joined with Mayor Coleman from the city of Cairo to run. They've already said, we're out of money, we can't do this. Does that disenfranchise groups of voters at all, do you think?
Yeah, it has that potential because neither of these candidates are doing sort of a large grassroots fundraising campaign. What they're doing is loaning their own campaigns money that maybe they don't care about. I mean, if I had $3 billion, another $7 million into a campaign wouldn't mean much to me, and which is what we have with Pritzker. But if you have campaigns that have to raise money and go donor by donor, most donors to a political campaign give $25, $100, small contributions. This kind of big money is really going to keep the real competitive, and maybe people that would otherwise win is going to keep them out.
In the next several months, do you see additional fundraising? Do we sit kind of steady for a little while? Yeah,
I think that you see fundraising, but I think in this race it's going to be a lot of Rauner and Pritzker doing their own. What we don't know yet is someone like Kennedy or some of the others that have already raised $1 million in a quarter, if they're going to be able to stay in it.
Tobin Grant is the chair of the Political Science Department at SIUC. I'm Jennifer Fuller.